Okay, today is June 21st. I couldn't remember. 2020. This is Kimberly with Inner Awakened Mastery. So today we're in the energy of eclipse, a lunar eclipse, and also the solstice energy. So instead of me getting into real detail with the astrology stuff, which sometimes I do, I've got this morning to just hold the container and to go into the transmissions that want to come in. I put a astrology thing up on the group stuff of an astrologer that I respect her information. And there's a couple other YouTubes that I'm also going to put up because instead of me getting into all of that, it's already out there, you know, on all kinds of information for you all to connect to. And I may come back on later today to see if there's anything that wants to be brought in that way. The one thing that I'm hearing right now to speak into is anytime eclipses come through, you know, it's a mark of time and they last for a whole year. And so we're having 3 eclipses, one right on top of another. We have 6 eclipses in this year, okay? And we had one 2 weeks ago, we have one today, and we have one in another couple weeks. And so those energies are really intense. And during this time period, right now we have 4 planets in retrograde, and Neptune goes into retrograde either today or tomorrow. So there's 5 planets that are in retrograde. So anytime planets are in retrograde, the cosmic energies are beaming their rays inward into you so that you can absorb the energy. So it's a time to go within. It's a time to do inner reflective work. And Mercury gets a bad rap. People want to blame Mercury for everything when it's in retrograde. But for me, when Mercury is in retrograde, it's a time to go within and to listen to your inner being, your inner conscious, what part of shadow wants to come into the light, what wants to evolve. And when Mercury comes out of, because Mercury is the planet of, it's the planet of communication, the messenger. So when that energy, it's like what's going down deep inside that wants to speak. And when we get finished with the 3 weeks, because it started on the 17th, and there's a shadow side on both sides of it too. And wherever that's at in your own particular house is where you're going to be affected at the most with communication. So it can be times that things out in the atmosphere might not work well in communication, but that's just a signal to be at peace and to go within. Okay, so if you're having one of those days that kind of stuff's happening, back off from it, set within, go inside, disconnect from all the matrices that are out there and see what within you wants to be heard. So it's a perfect time for that. And Venus is in retrograde right now too. So Venus is the planet of balance and love. So it's all about going within and nurturing yourself and what wants to be brought out with that. And especially with these eclipses being in Cancer too. Cancer is it's the mother nurturing planet. So all of that's within right now. So it's what is being amplified in that way. So that's really all that I got to really speak into with this, and to that my role is to bring in the grids, the energy, and what wants to be downloaded in this time period. So that's what the focus is going to be today, and the intention of that. Okay, I'm going to give it just another. They told me I'm getting to start at 11:11, but it feels like maybe there may be some more people that start trying to come in. If my eyes are closed, then I don't see that it's telling me to let people in, and I don't know why Zoom is doing that. I can't figure it out. There should be a password, and I don't know if it's because you're not using the password. I have to let people in. Because now Zoom is doing passwords on all their calls because it got so overused, people were bombing into other people's calls. And so they set that up where they won't let you put out a call without the password on it. So that could be what's happening with that. I'm not sure. Anyway, okay. So let's just breathe in and bring your awareness and your consciousness in to your own inner self. So use your breath, and as you breathe, draw it down into your awareness, to your connection to the divine that is within you. Nesete kera koria sataria tira no kotara la sitira shate kituro shatera nakare uno kara satakare shatara ana shatakare shitera sitikero tunanara ekuna nasata kina nakari turo shatera nakari turo shatakare nakari koria satakare. So what I'm already witnessing as we use our breath, I am seeing a cosmic team of light that's surrounding us and holding this container, and it's like a bowl. It's like a big bowl, and I'm seeing the energy in that way. And they're it's like a crystal bowl. It's like a big crystal bowl, and they're surrounding us with the energy and the container of these frequencies that are here to be amplified and to bring into our essence, into our inner being. So it's almost like taking that and drinking that in. So it feels like that these transmissions are going to be about that, bringing in the nectar and drinking in the energies. Okay, so with your breath, breathe in peace. And breathe out clarity. Breathe in clarity. Breathe out release. Breathe in love. And I'm hearing breathe out release again. So just go into your own breath and utilize that energy to settle into your own consciousness, into your subconscious, your awakened conscious. So from your heart, drop your energy down all the way through your central column into the heart of Gaia, and what that's like to be connected to her and the love and support that she has for you, Earth itself. So Earth makes this trinity and this 0 point with the Earth and the sun and the moon. The Earth is the Divine Mother, and she embodies the energies of that sustainability and love and support for all life. Breathe that in, and that knowing and understanding of that. Nukore satakarietara na satakarietire uno kare shatare ina uno kare eturo e kare shatekire na karituro satakarietara. So I am seeing Gaia herself opening her heart and welcoming us into her heart chamber. And I can see a team of like Pachamama, all the different aspects of Gaia herself, Kuan Yin, Mother Mary. There's so many of them to even try to name them. It's like so many of them that are surrounding us and bringing in each frequency that each one of you yourself need from the mother herself, because each one of those are a different aspect of her. So feel that support of that. Nakoria satakari nakori shatere nakiri tira nasutukuri tara nakari tara nasatakari tara. So breathe in that energy. And so what I'm being told is that this is a time that to release and to allow the human aspect to drop into this healing chamber that Gaia herself is inviting you into, and that it's a place that the human aspect can drop in into rest. So as we lay this down, the soul and the spirit aspect, our trinity of our human aspect, our soul aspect, and spirit aspect, we have our own trinity of that. So as the human lays down basically the mind, and can rest in this chamber, I'm seeing an alignment of spirit and soul. And it feels like the next assignment, lining up the assignment to bring this in. And I'm actually seeing it go into this, to right here at the clavicle. There's a point that's called the spirit speaks point. And I'm seeing the energies transmitting into that area. On katera na hetera, na satakaritera na satakaritara. So as the human aspect is being cradled and nurturing and receiving, it's like all of this love and nurture being poured into every cell of the body, mind, and spirit. The mind itself in a disconnect from the chaotic mind of humanity. So just ask for that to be done. And all any emotional ties be transmuted. That there's like a container, a sphere of light for the emotional energy to transmute into. I'm hearing lay down the worries and concern of the chaos of humanity. There's the energy that's like the ocean itself, and it feels like it's like coming over our bodies, the waves, to cleanse this energy. So our own mind construct that we created for this lifehood, I'm going to put this in this container for this moment too. Just lay that aside. Be free of that. All of that energy, all of the spinning plates. The woulda, shoulda, couldas. Nakaritora na satakaritara na satakaritara. You're going to surrender that to the divine to be recalibrated. Nashatere nekeritora satara ikitere inotora kerietara na satakerietara ekotora na hatara la sete kuno katara ishotora shitora 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 shitara na 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 na. So breathe that in. Just keep using your breath to receive these energies. You rest in the hands of Gaia herself and her loving heart. She transmits energy into your being, into your essence. Gaia herself holds your earth records for this lifehood. Neshetera. When you enter into this plane of existence, you partner with her and she holds your book for you with each page, each chapter, and she knows what's not been written. And what is to be written. The full potential. It's the potential of all that can be. The tapestry. She carries those codes to restore that and to integrate that into your foundation. And it's your free will choice to embody that into this lifehood. Naketora shatera naketere kotora shatera nakatere onatata ikora hesata ikonana akada oshata o shatakara yutore shatakara. She has the wisdom of all ancient secrets, all accumulated knowledge at her fingertips, and it's yours to embody. Neketera sutore shatera o karana hietera, and to transmit to others. Shetere nokotera akatari itori na ekis shatera o sete amakari sotora eshatera nakatori shetere o makaretara nakatere ona heshe ai no husetiki ona kete no in no na 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 I kera o setera ashatara nei toras. So there are encodements from each of your own starseed existence that are coming into your template, into your grid. So some of the distractions, and I'm hearing abstractions, that have distorted the path, those are being re-quantified. Neketera no koriatara nakadituro shatakari setakari setakari yatara nakari yatara nasatakari yatara. And so there's an alignment of your assemblage point. Nekitoro shatera nakatoro. So you may actually feel that somewhere in your body. It could even be painful. Nekitoro shatara yatara nakatera. Oh, yeah, no, 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 ikate. O seta, seta queria não. So the light body itself is being opened, but also like lifted. It's like being lifted into whatever dimensional code you're ready to receive, because that's going to be different for everybody. So they're not telling me to name it. It's like I'm not going to say, you know, it's fifth dimension, sixth dimension. It's different for every person on here. So whatever that is, well, maybe not every person, but some of you are getting the same. But whatever that is that's being dialed in is dimension, has different dimensional octaves. So they just showed me the towers in the tarot card, and actually like what it looked like when the Twin Towers went down. But I saw it like towers going down. It was just like all of a sudden there was this 0 point. Time to rebuild. So we're going to release from the family mind and the DNA mind. Any archetypal patterns that no longer serve you, it's time to recalibrate, to release from the drama dance that's helped us back on this journey. So I'm feeling a lot of that in the whole frontal lobe, and that's like events that's happened in this lifetime, the vision of that, like we keep in here and sometimes it clogs up our filter to our own discernment. So that's being it's like pulled out of there. So you may feel it in your head. You may feel it literally being pulled out of there. So if you release that intentionally, it'll be much smoother transition. Just allow that to be released. Any thought patterns that have kept you tied in to things that no longer serve you. You may see people, faces, places. So we're going to ask for any soul particles that have been tied up within others' essences to come home. And that any soul particles that you're holding on to anybody else's, to release those. It's not a one-way street. And just ask. You don't have to have a name, but you may have it. And it's how is it benefiting you to hold on to this person? And to trust, to let go of this energy, to be your sovereign self. It's trusting your own discernment, your own lifehood, your own amnesty, whatever that means. Neshetere na kituro, shetere na karitara na satakaritere na taeto, and dynasty. Netite, your spiritual dynasty. Netite, netite, netite. So each one of your map teams are surrounding you. Neshete. That's your metaphysical physicians, whatever. Don't remember what the A means. But it's your team. It's your team that's here for you. And so it's like I'm seeing them, your templates, like organizing them, I keep hearing the word requalifying. There's a quantitative energy to it. Okay, so you may be feeling yourself being unplugged from the matrices. You'll feel those in the back at different chakras. We're back at another place of the 0 point. So just be in this and allow this energy to receive, to receive, to receive. So you can intentionally ask for your next assignment and to come into alignment with that, and for that to be downloaded, upgraded, embedded, and for your accumulated knowledge to support you. It's your right. It's your divine dynasty. Okay, so the cosmic rays are here to support us. The divine masculine energy and the divine feminine. And they may show up to you as a symbol, as a being, a color, a vibration. So if you choose, open yourself to merge with this energy, this embodiment of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It's inside of you already, but there's time periods that we've shut it down because of belief systems and the distortions that have been within humanity's mind. So that's a rose color and a blue that come together, creating that trifold lavender violet flame. Netera. And that anchors in with the heart of Gaia, her golden ray, creating that violet flame. that lights under your feet and up through all of your energy centers, signature, clearing out any distortions, any debris, and any of your energy signatures, timelines. The divine balance. Something about trust, releasing the mistrust energy. Oh, bringing back into balance your own discernment and the truth of that, what that really is, and the empowerment of it. So any energies that are not in alignment with that, you may feel them like just out of your body. Any archetype patterns, you may feel them leave, and it actually feels like beings leaving. Those are archetypal patterns that you carried on through the generations that you had to survive. We are entering into a time period that no longer serves us in any way. There was a time that it may have served us to play those games to survive to the next moment of time. We're in a place of reprieve. Humanity will not exist in that consciousness. It's a lower vibration, and we're here to embody the truth of the divine, every aspect of our being. Nehira yawi nera eshete no katira ekona hinaya amnasitira yariaria nashataria tures kera nakitura shatura shatura shatura. It's like a ceremony of birthing the divine child. The conception of the divine child. I'm hearing that there's a calling to the holy of all holies. And there's a calling that's going out to embody the energy, to be the divine essence, to walk in this plane of existence as that energy. And the calling comes from your heart. So drop into that and listen to the calling. Receive the calling. Embrace the calling and embody the calling. from that, the heart itself, there's a chamber that's opening into that high heart frequency. You may actually feel it cracking open at your sternum, at your breastplate. So I'm seeing that as a kind of pearlized, the omniscience energy. So it has a, oh, I can't even talk anymore. Oh. Nikiritura nasata kariyatara nakariyatara nasata kariyatara sitikira. Wow. Just breathe that in. Breathe in the nectar. Drink it. Take it in. Every cell of your body. Dive into it. Wow. 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 Feel its holy sacredness. This is the liquid that you yourself molded from. So this frequency is opening up the centers to the clarion call, whatever that is for you, and however that is that you embody it within your own walk, within your own soul. Okay, so we're going to ask this Holy Trinity energy to anchor into our foundation, aligning the human soul and spirit aspect. So breathe that energy in, every cell of your body. I'm actually seeing like a rainbow obsidian being placed at our feet. And it feels like that's pulling the energy in and anchoring it into the earth grid. My nose is itching. Woo. So if you have a obsidian, you might want to use it. Or I'll put it in the vibration of the water later. Okay, so that's anchoring in, transmutation, stabilizing, grounding, alignment. So that energy's going. I'm seeing their infinity symbols at the bottom of their feet. There's an infinity symbol there. That's Gaia. This is Gaia's grid that she supports us in. This infinite energy. So that infinity symbol activates, anchoring in this energy of this Holy Trinity. That's infinite wisdom, love, and support. What that's like to feel that, to be supported by her herself at every step of your path. And the energy moves up. Palms are activating some kind of new something that's coming in that people will use in different ways. It'll come out of your hands. You might want to tap on your own palms. It's like opening up the grace points, but it's something different that's happening, that's being activated in this. Woo. So that infinity symbol moves up to your knees, and that activates how to step forth with this energy. So how to be supported, how to step forth with it. And then there's another infinity symbol at your hips, and that activates, crisscrosses what we've called the root chakra and integrates into your whole system, the truth of survival, every cell of your body. How to stand in it, how to walk forth, how to be supported, and the infinite wisdom of this. And that moves all the way up like this now through your whole, all of your core, through all your energies, signatures, centers. Connecting at the sternum and breastplate to that soul assimilation point, calibrating it to this highest octave of energy in alignment, releasing anything that no longer serves the soul. I'm hearing amending. And that energy moves all the way up through your spirit speaks point, all the way up, out your crown, your transpersonal chakra, the home of the higher self, aligning the higher self, upgrading. It carries your map, the map of your lifetime. So it's upgrading your GPS, downloading the assignment, the upgrade into your consciousness for integration. And now hete. I have to pop my fingers now. It's like the joints when I open. Feels like energy like blasting out of my hands now. I'm seeing all kinds of colors and frequencies coming out of the tips of my fingers. Tell me universal energy and knowledge is like that. It's right here on the tips of their fingers. All we have to do is touch it and bring it in. It's like drink from your own fingers. Okay. So tap that in, tap those that if you choose to. You can etherically do it if you don't want to do it to your body, but that's going to tap that in to your DNA skin suit and opening and awakening. Okay, so that aligns our earth purpose, our soul purpose, and our solar purpose to one unified working unit with these upgrades that we received today, anchoring that in. So feel that integration of that and start bringing yourself back into this time we call now with clarity and understanding of the unknown, of the known and the unknown, and how they merge within your divine essence. And I'm seeing like a butterflies opening. All those cells. I've got my butterfly shirt on today. All of that opening up into what that it knew that it would come to be. Like coming out of the cocoon. Ooh. Okay. So as you all are coming back into this time, I'm going to download frequencies. If you have a container of water, if not, that's okay. You can just set the intention and it will go into whatever that is. What was it they told me earlier to download? Well, they know what it was. The obsidian energy. Rainbow obsidian. Neshetera no koria satakara na karietera na katuro. Seeing golden calcite and selenite, those frequencies into the body. Okay. So just breathe that in. Just spray the, I don't know what's in it. It's a blend that I've made it and it's not whatever's on this bottom. This had a patchouli and sweet orange at some point. So there's still some of that in there. I can smell it. It smells like I've added rose to it. So the essential oils that I put on myself before I started was I put tangerine on my feet. And I used lavender and I used frankincense. And the stones that I'm wearing today is I've got carnelian on. This was actually blessed by the Dalai Lama. Sutnut, I never know how to pronounce this one. It's supposed to clear like the EMFs and that type of energy. I've got jade, and this is chalcedony with pink kunzite. And pink kunzite is divine love. Chalcedony is communication from spirit. And that pink kunzite is self-love. I may have some of these left. I'll wire wrap. So I can make you something if you want something, or do a customized piece for you to wear. And I don't know if I have some of these left or not. And when I put the Sutnut on, if that's how you pronounce it, I never know how to pronounce it. I'll have to look it up. I really felt it ground me. It's like the energies were so intense today. And when I put it on, I felt like this magnetic energy clear from me. And then I could feel like, okay, all of this kind of chaotic energy that had been out there, and it just like brought me in. And I did that just seconds before I was trying to get onto the Zoom call. And I really felt the shift when I used it today. I have little pyramids that I set on my computer. I use it a lot during Mercury retrograde too. Okay. So, is anybody got anything that they want to share? I have to, I'm not sure. Somebody how to spell it. Look it up. I think it's Shungite, maybe. Suknat. I don't know if it has an N in there too or not. Yeah, I think that's how you spell it. Okay. Okay, so is anybody, let's see, how do you raise your hand on this? I don't see the raised hand thing today. Sometimes it's under participants. I'm going to unmute you all since we're done. Maybe not. I don't see the buttons. I'm just going to let Mercury retrograde take over and then we'll go from there. Okay, I will send the people that have appointments with me, you'll get a Zoom link from me this week for your Zoom time. Okay? So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And I would unmute you if I could find the button.
I unmuted myself. Can you hear me?
Hey, good.
That was awesome.
Why the button's not there today? It's like usually there's a thing over here under participants that says call, and I'm not seeing anything today. Okay, wait a minute. There it is. You currently have a new participant that will, I have no idea what that means. Okay. So have you got anything that you wanted to, anything else?
No, it was just really good. It was a nice add-on to the interview you had with Alara, because I did that one again too before this one, and they were both been really powerful. Yeah, just in general, really good. I could feel everything.
I know. I'm glad she's been putting those on YouTube, and I know I went back and listened to one of them that I did like time before last or something. So all of those transmissions are, toward the end of the calls or somewhere in between there, like after, people ask questions. So they're up and they're there to go back and listen to. And I know one day they told me to go back and listen to myself sometimes. So those are there to go and do at any time. Yeah, so that's good. And I may come on later and talk more about astrology, but I just got, it was like, it's all out there. It's written. You all can listen to that. And today it was about the transmissions. And these came in so strong today. Yeah. And, I did a lot of light language, which is more so than others times. And I could feel it changing in, different. The group I work with calls itself the greater aspect. And so they're part of all that there is, of all consciousness. And I could feel the different octaves coming in at different times for different people. Wow. So that was really interesting. It was hard for me to speak when I tried to use my Southern English. I was going to say when I tried to use English, but it's like, I didn't think I could call it that.
Well,
slaughtering of the English language.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you brought in that the divine masculine and the divine feminine came in and merged and created the divine child. That was really powerful.
Oh yeah, when that happened, it was such a sacred moment to be the witness of that. I felt like a what's it called? Midwife, like a midwife watching the babies being birthed, and it felt like they were handing me the babies, and then I was handing them to you all. That it's like, this is you, this is your divine child, and it was almost like handing your divine child back to you. I was seeing like these bundles of babies being handed out to everybody, and it was so sacred to watch that, energy of this is who we are. You know, this is the truth of who we are. So that was like really, really powerful to be the sacred witness and to watch that energy play out.
And feeling the support from Mother Earth, you know, Gaia. That was great. All right. Well, I don't want to keep everybody or keep you.
That's okay.
That was good.
Okay, I'm going to go outside and anchor this energy into the grid that I've been working on out in the garden. It's like I've got a peace garden going, and if you all want your names on the rocks, I'll put you on there.
Eve had a question about
Eve had a question that I didn't see.
She just said, "Did you set the activation of the water?" And about the call.
I sent it in. Yeah. That was when I sent the obsidian and the selenite and whatever else I said. I don't know what I said now.
Golden calcite, I think.
Yeah, the golden calcite energy. Golden calcite is really good for central nervous system. And so it like anchors in energy like that when there's a lot of skinny chaos that's going on out there. So it's like a soothing energy. And I've got a big, I don't know if you all can see that. Yeah, you can see the grid from here. Over there in front of the amethyst, the big amethyst, there's the golden calcite ball that's sitting on that. And I have it representing Earth on that grid. And so that's my symbol of Gaia, you know, herself, and what Gaia, the energy that she holds for us. And so I use that golden calcite for that. So that's what golden calcite.
And that's different than orange calcite.
Yeah, but they both do the same thing. Because the orange calcite, well, the orange calcite works some more on like, it may be a little bit stronger for the internal organs, you know, like your pancreas and diaphragm type energies. Like it holds, you know, it will help that and to soothe out energies for that. I know one time, a long time ago, I was having a gallbladder attack, and I would take that golden calcite, orange calcite, and I was scraping out my gallbladder with it. Wow. And I could literally feel the energies coming off of it. So they do all have a little bit of different frequency to them, and the golden calcite feels more like stabilizing the central nervous system. To me, and different people may get different vibrations, you know, with that, of what the embodiment of that feels like to them. It has that, the orange calcite has that, it feels like butter to me. It's like when you get it, like, because this one's been polished, when you get it in that, you know, its natural state, it has this buttery feel to it. I don't know why I think it feels like butter.
Yeah, kind of soapy a little.
Yeah, because it's like, but it's solid. It doesn't melt. You know, like we're selling that will melt, and it will melt out in the sun, and it will melt in your hands. I've got selenite hearts, and I've like laid down to meditate and hold them, and the salts of your hands will actually melt it and put, you know, pivots into the selenite where it's so soft. And so that's really interesting because I wasn't thinking about the stones that they called in. Okay, so like that rainbow obsidian, when you really want to clear the shit out and, you know, like a ready for transformation, I've got a big, it's as big as that golden calcite sphere of rainbow obsidian. And I've slept with it and like feel it through the night, clearing out things. It's like it brings in that transmutation energy, and it will really clear things out of your system, but it also anchors in, you know, and it has the rainbow in it, that peacock kind of rainbowy color. So it will anchor things in for you into your foundation. And it's also a protection stone. And so then with the golden calcite, that in the central nervous system, and then like for our whole embodiment, and then the selenite, if you use that obsidian at your feet and hold selenite, like it will open up that whole column to your like celestial body. Wow. Well, I used to teach crystal workshops, and I traveled and taught those and wrote some crystal, you know, ebooks and stuff like that. And that was one of the what do you call them, layouts that I taught. was doing that. And I didn't even think about that when they were calling those in, that that's what that does.
So we
So
have
you
the
have
gold
those.
calcite, which is the central nervous system, and the selenite, which is bringing it, pulling it up, the rainbow obsidian. So it clears you all the way up to and opens you up.
Yeah, and brings in that celestial energy, like your starseed essence that you are, because that selenite will open up your whole column
Wow.
and ground it. Because then because it can kind of take you out a little bit, but then the rainbow obsidian will ground it in. So that's really cool. Because the other one you can use is black tourmaline with that too. And if you put that at your feet and hold selenite, you'll feel it go, really fast, and it feel that like alignment. It'll bring you into alignment like really fast like you're all expanded but grounded at the same time. It's what it feels like to me when you do those together. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what they put in the essence of the water. And you can utilize that water like a homeopathy, and take it, like you can use it as your mother tincture. And you can do it like that, like you would a Bach remedy, or you can put it in your water. You can spray it in your field, to help clean out the energies and to support you. Like you'll have that to use it for support. And you can also put it in your bath water. And right now, during this time period that we're all in this debris and everything, recalibrating on Earth and all in humanity's consciousness, doing any of those kinds of baths. Like one of the ones that I use for is Epsom salt, oregano, and what's the other thing that I put in it? There's 3 things I put in it, and I can't think what the third one is. Maybe some baking soda. Just don't blow up anything. It's like vinegar. Sometimes vinegar, like apple cider vinegar. Sometimes I do those. The oregano. Sometimes I use the oil, and then sometimes I take oregano itself and I boil it and make a tea, and then put that into the water. And so it not only will it clear out viruses, that are dormant in your field and in your body, but it also clears out entities. It clears out all kinds of energies like that. Oregano is a great cleanser. You just, if you're using it with oil, you want, don't burn yourself.
Oh God. Yeah, I made
Really
that mistake. I had MRSA, a little bit of MRSA on my shin, and I looked up and I saw, oh, oregano oil. So I put some straight oregano oil on that area. Whoa, doggies, did it get hot?
It will. It can fry you. I mean, it can literally burn your body. I mean, it can.
Yeah, but I didn't want to waste it, so I just kind of like breathed through it. But it worked. It got rid of the MRSA.
And if you want it out and you can stand the bird, it's like it will work. It will clear stuff out. Because it's an antiviral, it's an antibacteria.
Mm-hmm.
I've used it for throat stuff. Like when, I don't know if it was earlier in the year, I had a throat thing, and I did cordial silver with oregano. I mixed them together and sprayed that straight into my throat, and it was gone overnight. So I think any kind of virus that would come around, it would knock it out. And I felt like it, and I was using that during the first rounds of, like all the COVID stuff. I would just spray it in my throat. I put it in a little bottle, and I would just spray it in my throat.
Yeah, I got the COVID, but I got it before it officially came to the United States. I got it on December 20th.
Well, I'm not sure that was during that time period that I went through something.
Yeah, I mean,
and I read something with somebody that their antibodies was positive, and right before it hit here, I went through a thing where I didn't eat for 2 whole weeks. No food, nothing. Nothing at all. And then when all of this hit, it was like preparing my body for stuff. So I don't know, I haven't been tested for it, but not for the antibodies.
I got that too. When I was going through it, I went, oh, this is doing something. This is preparing me for something. But at the same time, it was so hard to get through. I was like, oh, God, anybody that had breathing difficulties, this would take them out, because it was so hard to just focus on breathing, because it hit so hard and it was down in the bottom of my lungs and I could not get it out. No matter what I did, I just had to get through it.
It never, whatever I had never went to my lungs. It stayed in my head. But it wasn't like a head cold. It was just really weird. It wasn't like anything I'd ever had. And then I slept the whole time. And so, there's different strands and it affects different people in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it was, whether it was literally it, I don't know, or if it was just spirit preparing my body, because during that time period, I was dosing myself with, different things. And so sometimes I think we go through that to clear out everything cellularly, when those things are coming in. Like we get the knowing ahead of time and we start preparing ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, okay, well, have the great rest of your day, and I'll send you, I haven't sent you your Zoom link yet, so I'll send those to you all. And I will talk to you Tuesday. Is that when I said?
Tuesday, yeah.
Okay.
You send me the Zoom link. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You have a good day too, and grounding Mother Earth.
Yeah, I'm going to go out here and play with this. It's rained here this morning, which I've been waiting for the rain.
Ooh.
And so I'm like so excited that it rained a while ago. It's like really big rain come down. It's supposed to do thunderstorms all day. And I'm happy with that. And now I'm going to go out there and start putting the rocks in with the fluorides.
All right. Thank you.
And show you all.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.